Oh my goodness, Earpers, we have made it. It's the end of the season. Oh, so many feels. It's episode 12. I hope you dance. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
It's like the last time we hear the theme song for a while.
What are you talking about? I listen to this every night when I go to sleep.
That too, you know.
My summer playlist.
Okay, all together in the studio? All right.
Yeah.
This is episode 12, the finale of Wynonna Earp. I hope you dance. My name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's Karidlane. And quick shout out, you can't really see it from this camera far away, but I have a nice little necklace from Grace and Peonies. I'll do a photo of it. It's a really cute little, feather. And I went with the Western theme for Wynonna.
Yeah.
And our panel.
I'm Yael Tygiel. I'm everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. And if we're doing shout outs, I'm wearing the Wynonna Earp Plan B shirt. Available at redbubble.com/people/OTTs. That's OTTEES.
Yay.
Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Amber Plaster. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Amber Plaster.
And Alexis, our other panelist, is still on her honeymoon in Hawaii, so she's a good excuse to not be here. No, but we do have a video she recorded for us, which we'll be playing later. Some of you tuned in for Amber and I live streamed watching the finale. That's why we're kind of really pumped right now. So thank you very much for watching that. So let's get right into it.
And if you guys want to watch the replay of us, our live stream, you can get it on our Twitter or Periscope accounts, which is at Kari D Lane or at Amber Plaster.
Yes. If you want to see reactions, because, this episode had lots of fun ones. Initial thoughts?
I thought it was a good finale.
Okay.
But at the end I went, wait, this entire season we've been battling the widows, and their whole purpose was to free their husband.
Yes.
And we're not going to meet him till next season.
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get to see Big Bad Clootie. I'm not invested. I don't care. I was a little bit sad that the wives were kind of over with so quickly, but at the same time I was like, okay, well, this is clearly not going anywhere. I'm just not invested in these bad guys.
I was, I hate to say this, everyone's going to get up in arms. I was a little underwhelmed. If only, because guys, this is why you don't build stuff up, because people are like, oh my gosh, get your tissues and things. And now there are very personal things in this episode that I could react to and be upset about, but I still was like, we'll get there too. So some of you might be like, what are you talking about?
Though, I remember after
but it wrapped things up well enough.
But after I finished season 1, I had this feeling inside of like, oh my God, I need a new episode. I need it now. And after this, I'm like, okay, that was a finale, and now we wait a season. And maybe like in 2 days, I'll be like, wait a second, there's not going to be a new one. But I was more invested in our team than I am in the big bad.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, a fun swear word thing I loved was shit strumpet. Strumpet.
Oh, I missed that.
She's like, that's what Waverly called them. And I was like, that's awesome. Because like old fashioned swear words are great.
They're so great.
They're just so fun.
I love creative insults.
Right. Then we get the Boba, Witches, and Waverly kind of standoff, which was pretty fun and cool. But then it jumped to Wynonna and Waverly, and how'd they get to where they were in the grass?
There were questions like how did we get here?
Okay, that was maybe my issue with this episode. So many moments were like, did I blink? Was I not listening? Like, I'm that person who I want subtitles, so I know every single word that's said. So live stream was interesting because I'm like, we're talking.
Yeah, without the caption, it was a little hard to catch every single little detail. There was a lot that happened at the beginning, but this is the kind of show where I forgive a lot of time travel and detail. I'm like, you know what? I'm just so happy to see Waverly again. I'm like, I'm here for this.
Yeah. So then they have their moments. Dolls is okay, but he's in a body bag, so that was interesting.
How did he end?
Well, because they shot each other.
Yeah.
Because this is right after the episode
in that world.
But then that spell was broken, so he came back to life, but his body happened to be the physical place where it's, okay, got it.
This is almost like time travel where you're like, okay, wait, pieces line up, and you go, okay, wait, I got it.
I would have been actually really okay with the last episode and this episode being a 2-part finale, like one night.
Yes.
Because that would be, or even the 2 episodes before being a 2-part.
Okay.
Just the idea that her disappearing, because it was out of our story, right?
Yeah.
It was...
The chat is saying the rock got thrown at them by Bobo at the very beginning. That's why they were at the bottom of the field, but...
Yes, but rock thrown, yes, but how did they roll down the hill? Did they run down the hill? I missed the shot of how they went from point A to point B.
I'm okay with it, but I was kind of with you, like, oh.
I just more the jump in location, not the what happened. But clarifying, Bobo moves metal objects, which technically, I guess the rock if it has metals in it. So
sure,
yeah, he's like Magneto.
I was gonna say,
but did he throw the rock or did he?
No,
like,
he did
telekinesis?
his telekinetic.
Okay.
I think he did a
I also was like, okay, Bubba is Magneto.
Yeah,
I like
okay.
Bobo is Magneto, and I'm super into it.
He's Bognito.
I like
Magnobo.
it.
I think we had all forgotten that he had telekinesis.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, until the last like 2 episodes. And but I like that in this one they clarify. They're like, it's metal.
Magnobo.
I'm like,
Meg Bobo. I'm having it. I'm into it. I'm having it. I hope that you cosplay as Magneto at the next Comic-Con. Bobo.
Do a cross, yes. Love
Bobo.
it. So we finally get everybody regrouped, and Wynonna has a fun line of everybody stop dying, which
Yeah.
good advice. I like it. I dig it. Then we jump ahead to Bobo and the witches and the mine. And why was it consecrated? I couldn't hear that line enough. They're like, this is inconsecrated. And he's like, well, actually.
Excellent question.
Fans, please leave comments down below. And if you're watching this live,
Yeah.
by the way, if you are watching this live, thank you so much. And if you're watching it later, leave comments down below. We love to hear your thoughts.
But if you're watching it live, let us know what we missed.
Yes.
We also like to appreciate Michael Eklund, the man who plays Bobo, when he licked that shotgun.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. I tweeted. I was like, I don't know why I enjoyed this.
We're like, that's really gross and really hot at the
Didn't
same
know that
time.
I needed it. I needed it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yup.
Bobo, we're looking at you. So why was the mine area consecrated? What was Bobo's explanation? I feel that maybe if you just went back and re-listened to it, it might be there. But
there
it
was
was
a
like,
sentence.
ooh, what?
It was an Indian burial ground, says Starman.
Thank you.
Native Americans' first tribe of the ground. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And that's why we love you fans, because you are on top of it and quick to reply.
You know, I do have to say,
Yes.
not all the others, but most of the other after shows that I do hear, the chat's like, let's see if we can mess them up. But I feel like Wynonna's like,
I've never had a chat that
that's
does that.
horrible.
well, come and join me on Game of Thrones.
Oh,
They're
well,
like, test your knowledge, girl. And I'm like,
That's different.
Yeah, Wynonna
but
fans have
Earp
been the
fans are
most
the nicest.
inclusive,
Yep.
loving fans that I've encountered.
Anyway, I know I talk about that a lot, but like, I just have different levels of realizing how nice the fandom is.
We get the really fun moment where the plate and the gun, they know each other. We love that
Yes.
line too. We're like, okay.
They know each other. I love when Wynonna simplifies plot points
Yes.
in just only
It's
the way that she
comedic,
can.
and you're like, oh, I get it. We have the where's Doc, and we're kind of like, I hope he's okay moment. And then,
Oh, he was getting he was a little emo
was cray-cray
and crazy and
in the beginning.
suicidal, and I was worried for him.
What? He's about to be a father. I understand it.
yes, you.
You were, I'm sorry, wait. You were thinking that his, like, experience with seeing how bad he would be without Wynonna and dying and coming back to life and facing his well and also losing his immortality had to do with cold feet about a baby?
No, I was just giving him an excuse.
Lord, Yael. Lord.
I'm sorry if I missed it. Was the secret between Wynonna and Nicole introduced early on, or we don't know till later?
I don't think we even know exactly.
Oh, I think it was the take the baby thing. But then but do we know what that secret is? Because Waverly's like, I don't know what secret you guys are talking about. Oh, okay.
I think it's something. I think there's
else.
something else.
Ooh, okay. So fans' thoughts on what that is? Because I was like, what secret did we miss something? I've watched some anime shows that do that. They jump ahead and you're like, did I miss an episode?
No,
but you're
I
like,
think,
no, they'll tell you later.
I think there's something else that she was asked to do.
Okay.
Because this whole episode, I was like, everyone seems very okay with the baby, that we're giving away this baby. Like, personally, I'm okay with us giving away this baby.
Yeah.
But the idea that they all seemed very calm about it, even when they were upset.
It's like, when was this discussion
Yeah.
had? Yeah.
Like, when was it decided
Good point.
that this is what we're doing? And I don't think that was the secret because Waverly knew the baby was going to Gus.
True. And yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
I don't really care about the baby.
But do you think that that was the secret that between what Wynonna asked Hot to do?
Yes. I think that she asked Hot, like, hey, if things go down and for some reason, Waverly gets compromised or whatever, you need to be in charge of making sure this baby gets the heck out of the triangle.
Yeah, a step further than what Waverly would know. All right.
Also, the people in the chat are saying that they like being called Earpers, but if they had a separate name for AfterBuzz TV Wynonna Earp show, they would be called #AfterEarpers.
AfterErbers, I love it.
I like that.
And I'm here
We get the chick witch fight in the mine, which was super fun. And go feminist Mercedes. That's what somebody said on our live stream. I was like, good point. She's like, Wynonna can do this. And go our bad guy being inspired by our hero.
Yeah.
I always like it when baddies turn on each other, which is something somebody in the chat has said, and I agree.
Yeah, it's fun. And then her crazy, interesting transformation into an elf is like the all-white baby.
But you saw what I was talking about?
Super
yes,
Lord of the
hello,
Rings,
boobs.
right?
Yeah,
too.
I'm sorry. Mercedes had giant boobs that looked so good all season, and we decided not to show them.
She looked
until
really
the
thin,
finale.
right?
She looked so, her boobs looked amazing. I didn't notice anything else.
She looked great.
But the idea that we decided to show them for the finale and then kill her.
You're like, what?
Why would you
couldn't-
take that away from
why
us?
couldn't we have that cleavage all season?
Yeah, it was an interesting, like, whoo, huh? Like,
Yeah.
very transformative. There we go. I'm like, big transformation. They talk about the plate is more of a shield to the Iron Witch, but we're gonna make it into a bullet, which was awesome, and that makes one of the best scene transitions of the season, or this moment was amazing. Was they go, it's like a missile, and it goes to Doc's crotch. I don't know if you guys noticed that because it was very funny. They have a thing in film called Match on Action where it's a movement that goes. Snatch has an excellent example of that. But this, when they go, we need a missile, and the next shot is literally looking up at Doc's
They're like, we don't need
crotch.
a shield. We need a freaking missile.
Doc.
And it's just like a hero shot of Doc's crotch. And I was
Yes.
like, I have been offended. I have been traumatized in the best of ways. I was not prepared, Wynonna Earp, for this
It's like,
shot.
ooh, hello. So that was just amazing.
I also like, though, just about the shield, the idea that our team looked at it, saw a plate, and went, we're going to make a bullet. Never occurred to them that it's supposed to be a shield.
Well, she's like, I don't need a shield. I need a weapon.
Yeah. It's just, it
Well,
tells you about our team.
Yeah, I would say she's a dual
All
wielder,
offense.
but she
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, exactly.
No, all offense. Wynonna is not defense. That's where Waverly comes in.
Yes. Then we have we have Doc, and he's all sad that he's mortal. And I like that Dolls, when he shows up, has that moment that they remember what it's like. 'Cause
Yeah.
alternative storylines, when the characters are like, I don't remember anything that happened. It's like, we have to relearn everything. It's like, oh, but I'm glad they remember. Like, this is a world without Wynonna.
But they remember also not just a world without Wynonna, but they also remember what death was.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And creepy and interesting.
And the fact that Doc went to hell.
But he tells Wynonna he saw Wyatt, though we were like, wait, was Wyatt in hell?
There was a lot of dissension about that.
Okay.
Doc saying that he saw Wyatt, and he's like, I went to heaven, I saw a white light.
Did he say heaven?
He didn't say heaven, but he definitely implied, like, hey, I went to a better place, and, like, if we kill each other now, Hunger Games style, we'll go to a better place. But really, he was saying whatever he needed to do
Yeah.
I think so.
to distract Mercedes and get Wynonna to play along. And so I forgive him for that weirdness.
Yeah, in the live stream, someone's like, oh, he's lying. I'm like, this is one that you're saying was necessary to get what you need.
Right.
Wyatt could have been in hell. We don't know.
The chat wants to know if Hot Fireman is dead.
People were tweeting at me.
No body, no proof.
Yeah, people were tweeting at me that the hot firemen are now crispy. But
Isn't that almost ironic that the firemen
Yes.
get burned?
Ooh, I like it. I like it. It's kind of another reason for them to live, but they're in their goofy little stupid
Outfits,
Ku
yeah.
Klux Klan-like
well,
outfits.
I assume that
The
if
plague.
they're more plague outfits.
They're plague. They have the mask.
The plague mask. I think that if we're gonna kill them, then they were a waste of a story.
Yeah, I don't think they're dead.
At least not the hot one. The rest of them can be dead. We didn't meet them.
Good question. We had okay, so it's something we had wondered about. One, we learned Waverly is not an Earp by blood, but later Bobo's like, I never said she was my daughter, I just said she was kin.
Right.
So
she's not a demon.
Yeah.
She's not a revenant.
Yeah.
She's not Bobo's daughter.
Yeah.
And she's definitely not an Earp by blood.
Yeah.
That said, she could be.
She could be his human kin from, like, you know, when he was a human.
Well, so the idea
Like
was
descendant.
we had heard that, like,
you know,
like he had a kid he didn't know about.
Wait,
that
so
other
or
kid.
something like that.
I missed who Waverly is supposed to be from.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay,
that.
okay.
We just know she's not Bobo's. She's not a revenant.
We knew she wasn't Bobo's.
Well,
I knew.
Well, now we know.
Yes. Well, he just said kin, and so I'm saying like if he has some family member, somebody who had a kid, and she could be a descendant, that's not impossible.
Right.
I guess.
She could be. I think also the idea that he had a child.
Or he could have had a kid.
We've heard that a revenant may have had a child with a human.
Yes.
So she could be his granddaughter, right? Like it's been. We
yeah,
keep
she's like
forgetting
a
how
quarter.
long it is. He's been around for a long time.
And then that would make her more human. That it would be okay.
Right.
Or even great granddaughter.
Right. She could be very human and still be a great granddaughter, whatever.
Okay, Earper.
I'm just saying.
Question knowledge moment. How far back was Wyatt to Wynonna? How many greats or how many generations is that?
I think 2 greats.
Okay, so
I think 4
Waverly
generations
could be like a great granddaughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fine. And then I would think that would make her revenant status.
Moot. Yeah. Because
Well, but she's not revenant, right? We think we
No.
figured it out.
Well,
she's not
just
revenant
say
'cause she's
kin. We
crossed.
just don't know what type.
She could also be his sister's kid.
Yeah,
or
something like that.
Yeah.
Man, we're getting. We think about the show very seriously and very literally.
I
No,
mean,
we
he
wanna
just-
find out.
No, it's good.
He was a person
Yeah.
who had family.
Honestly, a lot of people are kind of thinking like that she's an angel, which is not a character that has been introduced properly into the show.
It's like supernatural. You can't have demons and ignore angels.
True.
It's true.
And I that tracks very much for me with her personality.
Yeah.
And also with her being called an angel for being useful to Bobo in the past.
See, I think that making her an angel feels redundant because she is his angel. I think it would be dumb for her to actually be an angel. But that's my personal belief.
She's something though because she is
not
so pure.
human. Yeah,
Maybe there's some other.
She is very, very pure in the
Something.
town that she is in
Right.
Purgatory. Yeah.
that's fair.
We had the code word pot of gold that the baby's coming, which is funny. And then kind of kudos for skipping quickly on that storyline. Amber and I were talking about how like we don't have to watch the birth because we've seen the birth in shows and movies. It's okay. We get how babies come into the world. So they
I
kind of
have questions about how babies come into the world.
well, we'll come back to it, but I just with that because then we get to our nice like very Western shoot 'em out standoff on the street.
Wait, you're
which
gonna
was so
skip
fun.
Rosita?
No, it
Ros-
comes back to
Rosita gave
No, that's
the baby.
next.
Oh, the baby
That's
was
next.
bored. All right, go on.
Sorry, we did like a loop, and we're gonna come back to
Okay.
it.
It's all right.
Okay.
We'll hit all the points.
We'll get back. Don't worry, guys. But the street standoff, and I loved how Western it was of like the shootout, and I loved Amber's description of it. It's very Hunger Games. Of,
Very
like,
Hunger Games.
We're gonna kill ourselves, and everyone's totally buying it, except for Sadie's. Did seem kind of like, no, you guys are like, BS.
Right. I'm watching this and Waverly's freaking out and
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, how stupid are you? How stupid are you? You're better than this.
Yep. But who predicted that bullet split? That was we clapped. We were like, yes.
Yep. I was having it.
I think the best part was when she was like, I didn't know you could split a bullet. He's like, I didn't either.
That is
fair.
a good
That is
reply to that.
fair.
Yes. We have the order kill. And dolls, I wanted more dragon. Like I almost wanted like body
more
shape
dragon.
shifting a little bit.
I liked it. I thought
we
it was
got-
just enough dolls for me.
We don't know how altered he has been, so that's what I mean. Of like, could his body change and go back? Because that's the other thing too. Of like,
Right.
like werewolfy. Of like, your body
Yeah.
change and then.
He
Like-
seems to be much more in control of it, and we all
Yes.
just seem to kind of have forgotten that he used to not be in control of his powers.
It also
glad he
feels like
used
it's
it.
just from the neck up.
Yeah, because it's like his, or actually it's more like his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I assume the fire has to
Yes.
come from his throat.
Well, it's like I think in Rain of Fire they shoot out 2 compounds and it makes fire outside. Anybody seen Rain of Fire? No. Okay. They have dragons and the idea is they shoot out like 2 chemicals
yeah.
in it. Anyway,
All right.
nerds. Then yes, we have Rosita when she hurts Waverly. I was shocked. That was like, did not see that coming.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I saw Rosita kind of
Oh.
like be weird in that scene, and I was like, she's gonna snap. She's a revenant.
I felt like it was
I
so.
wanted more from her.
I felt like it was really out of place for Rosita to change sides. I get that I totally get when she said to Wynonna, like, I'll shoot you last. How could you say that to me? I totally get that. I think that there's a way to be handling the situation to tell the woman who's about to give birth, like, if you want my help, you have to pay attention and we're going to have this discussion now and not be evil. You know, because
Yes.
Rosita's not evil. She was never
No.
evil. She was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I want it better from her.
I agree. I felt it was a little bit of a character shift. I'm like, what?
No, I feel like I saw her struggle. The very first time she looked at Wynonna, she was kind of like she just, there was always something like struggling with the fact that Wynonna was there, and we thought it was because that it was Doc.
Yeah.
And it's because she's going to put her on the ground. Like, she's always been aware that she's going to have to fight Wynonna, and now that she has baby, she has leverage, and she's just trying to stay above ground as long as she can. I totally understand that.
Though in Rosita's defense, I could go with she's like cornered animal syndrome of like, I'm going to do anything because I have no options.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I go,
at this moment, there's the woman who's trying to kill you is pregnant, about to give birth, stuck on a pool table. Like, you have options, girl. You are not cornered.
Rude. Yeah.
But yeah, that Waverly hit went really well. Good stunt. That was.
I
was like, ouch.
Can we
Yes.
talk about Peacemaker turning blue?
Yes, that was the next thing. Blue Peacemaker, and kind of comedy though with Waverly going, make up your mind, because it worked.
Yeah,
and then it burned her. Yes.
I was reading an article where Emily Andress was talking about, this is not the first time we've seen it turn blue. The first time was the mercy kill of Willa, and that she knows what it means, or Emily Andress thinks she's decided what it means when it turns blue, but we don't know yet.
Oh.
Okay. I'll take it.
And if the idea is that, now I kind of like the idea of Waverly being an angel. Damn it, I think that would be cool if like it turns blue for her because she's an angel.
So why was it blue though when it killed Willa?
Because it's protecting them.
So if it's more of a mercy
I
and
don't
protection.
know. I don't know.
You're right.
I didn't
It's
think
on
this
that
through. I
logic.
started
Like if it is a
talking.
mercy kill and out of kindness.
Or it's protecting the air.
Protective.
It's not just to put a revenant in the
yes,
ground. It's
then
something
it could go a
else.
different.
It's called
I'm
for something
good
else.
for that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It works.
Wow. Okay. So
I'll take it.
I also like the idea of her being half angel, because if like B. Daly pointed out, Bobo said that Waverly has dark corners in her, so she can definitely not be full angel. Although
Right.
she
That's
is
true.
the purest character of the show since season 1. She's in purgatory, so
Yes.
I'm not giving up on the angel theory. But I think there's something significant to the Peacemaker turning blue.
Okay.
But when I originally saw it, my first resonating thought with that was, oh, Peacemaker will listen to Wynonna in times of distress.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so it almost felt like a little bit like she willed the gun to work. She allowed the gun to work
take that
outside of
too.
her own.
Ooh, I like that.
In her bloodline, maybe, potentially.
Yeah, like that was, people talked about, and I'd be curious, everybody leave your comments down below on what moments were most emotional for you. Because I am curious of, when people say like that moment where Wynonna is talking to Waverly and trying to get her like, you're my sister, like that was getting me choked up of like, oh my goodness. But because it was what was going down, it was Waverly, it was the acting, like seeing her be so upset was making me upset for her of like, oh, like I feel you, I get it, and like, oh, so that was moments. So yes, comments. Actually, on that top note, what were the most emotional moments for you ladies?
Mine was after the baby was gone and Wynonna and Doc were together.
Okay.
That was really, I liked that one.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of babies, as people may or may not know from any show
Apparently
I
no
do.
one on this panel is.
No offense to those who like babies.
No offense.
I agree. I'm like,
You're just like, we're over
wait,
that storyline.
Alexis is probably the only one, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
But I was like, I them together was
Yes.
really emotional.
Yeah.
Like they could have lost a shoot. You know what I mean? Like to me, it didn't matter what they lost.
Sure, they lost something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Okay, so we have a few people in the chat bringing up 2 points. The first one is, why does Waverly have to be special? You can't just have a good, pure person in a town.
It's a fair question.
And my
Good
thought
point.
is, you can. I think that Nicole fills that role very well.
Aha, yes.
She's a very strong female character. She has no magic whatsoever, and I think that's really important that she has no magic helping her.
Yes.
And I think that from episode 1 that Waverly has been in a magical world holding down the fort. She is part of the bloodline, whether it's indirect or adopted, and it makes sense for her to be magical. And then the other one was maybe the peacemaker turns blue, it's because you go to heaven, and if it turns red, it's because you go to hell. And I like that theory.
Ooh, I like that.
interesting.
Any emotional
So
moments
merciful.
for you?
Emotional moments for me were definitely catching up with Doc at the end, because I was a little bit concerned about Doc going a little emo and crazy. Also, I was very upset when I saw Wynonna almost like get back together with dolls, and I was like, no. And then it was fine. So.
Wait, was that the really good kiss she has with Doc at the end there? Was that
Oh
moment?
yeah.
Yes. We are so happy that they finally kissed. If you guys don't know, we
Super
are
into
kind of
it.
team Wynonna and Doc. Sorry. It is completely subjective. You can pick whatever couple you want. We've had people get upset about this, so
You know,
it's your choice.
As much
But-
as I think I'm not Team Wynonna and Doc. I'm Team just
Okay.
Doc and anyone.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Anyone.
Just
True.
Team-
I did
just-
kind of like him and Rosita. They were kind of cute
I
together.
think Yael and Doc might be the best.
Oh, I
coupling.
like that one too.
I hadn't
Yeah.
considered Yael and Doc, but now I'm on board.
Right? It's such a good coupling.
So adorable.
We'll
I
have
love
to
it.
let him know
Well,
the next
and
time he
then
snaps in.
we've joked, and it probably won't happen. And then some people are like, "Why do you have to say it?" But we're like, "Why not?" Jeremy and Doc.
Oh my God. So cute.
Their
When-
scene,
Their
yes.
scene was so adorable. Oh, I love them together. When he gets him his hat, I was like, oh, they're so cute.
I like that he got his hat, but I am not liking how smooth and swaggeristic Jeremy has gotten.
He got
this last
really cool
episode.
real fast.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
there's
buying
more
it.
to him because he said he had his accident
Oh,
and there
yeah.
was metal, and he's like, it's not just because like I'm smart.
Right.
So,
I am really excited to get to know more about Jeremy.
yes. Yeah, their moment with Bobo is so fun, and something I hadn't really noticed before, because wasn't Bobo's hair dark with the white,
So
and
he
now
just
it's
did it.
Yes.
And so Doc even says to him, I like what you did with the hair.
okay.
I also
I love the bleach.
very much
Love
liked it.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of Bobo. After he licked that gun.
Actually, there we go. We're also Team Bobo.
Ooh, I'm now shipping Yael, Doc, and Bobo.
I like this threesome. It's
Thank you.
Good plan.
Me too.
For the record, I called out liking Crazy Bobo first, so dibs.
I share.
Okay.
I'm a
Right?
sharer.
You know?
I'm into
God.
super Crazy Bobo. I'm into him in a super big way. I keep thinking that character is gonna die, so every time I get him in another episode,
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
no,
yay!
he's... Yeah.
Oh, when Waverly was like, that's a woman's coat. That was great.
That was super good.
Yes.
Oh, that was the other thing. We had a moment too before we know it's Doc's baby. I did like how the order's like, it's a holiday, or they said something. The order said something about the baby being related to holiday.
Yeah, they said it's a part holiday.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best demon killer in the world. We need to get our
Yes.
hands on it. And I is that speculation?
I think so. It's weird that they would know that.
Yes.
But it's not surprising that they probably stole DNA from both of them and ran the test.
It's also not
Right?
because they're super nosy. They're like
Yeah.
notoriously.
They know too much. Oh yeah,
Yes.
Jeremy. Back to another moment with Jeremy and Bobo. It's a plastic gun.
That was
so-
great.
It was so good.
Such a cute little nerdling.
Actually, Existans. They do a gun made out of human tissue and teeth. A weird way to have a gun that's not metal.
Oh,
Yes.
Existence.
Yes.
Great
It's a
movie.
really cool movie. Super weird if you guys haven't seen it. You're like, what the F are you talking about?
I was like, did she
It's
just say
Jude Law.
Existence?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They made a gun out of gelatin.
What?
Gelatin
No,
is
it's-
crushed up bones.
No, they use...
No.
It's like...
It's chicken bone
It's-
and teeth.
And the bullets are teeth. It's a really weird movie from like the
90s, yeah.
But it's really cool. It's
good.
All right.
Y'all
Then...
gross.
Yep, I will
Yes.
tweet about it later. Existence.
Baby, yeah, we jumped ahead. Yeah, they go to the purgatory line, and then I had the moment of like, you sure you're at the line? There's not really a line.
Right.
Keep going further.
So two things. One, I was like, you keep walking until you are positive you're out.
Right?
But second, like, why did Hot park so far from,
High
where,
five,
from where
yes.
they think the line is? Because if something happens, you need to pull her.
Yes.
Girl, get closer.
For
100%
dramatic
agree.
effect.
Walk with her.
Yes, because I thought that too. She's like, you pull us back. And I'm like, why are you waiting by
Yeah,
the car?
right.
Walk with her, because if she can't move, you have to drag her, and then you're wasting time running over to her.
Well, also, what if she explodes or something? I think she's just giving a little room for magic.
All right, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Only good reason. Otherwise,
I mean, you don't know. You don't.
Yeah,
if you know magic's about to happen, you're not about to like get super close
Ooh,
to it.
be in the vehicle driving right next to her. Then you have protection.
Nice, good.
But then the vehicle might get taken up in whatever black hole.
Okay,
Nah,
moving on.
No. All right, we have the.
She's cautious. She's a police officer, guys. I'm buying it.
Fine.
That's fair.
We had the Wynonna shootout with the Revenants, which was super fun at Shorty's. Which also, go figure, the birth happens at Shorty's.
I love it. I
That
love it
was
when
so
they were like,
fun.
"Where are we gonna go, shorties?
Yeah.
This is where you have the babies."
Yes.
So trashy. I liked it.
Yeah. Though you, Amber, you kind of point out, like, wait a minute, plot lines where someone's pregnant and they kind of jump ahead with, like, contractions. Nope, wait, they're back. But some women have that, right? Where it's like a while and stuff.
Well, even Doc is like, "Oh, the contractions. They're
Oh,
17
he
minutes
made
apart."
Oh, I hate when he did that. It made me so upset. I was like so unattracted to him for almost a second.
That was super fun. I'm like,
He read the
"Woo."
books, guys.
Yes.
He read the books.
Someone's like,
That's
he went
true.
through all Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And then someone made a joke on Twitter, which I'm like, we did bring whiskey, but someone's like, make a joke every time, or drink whiskey or have a shot every time they say a vagina joke. I think you might be a little too wasted by the end if you actually did.
If you caught all the vagina
which-
jokes.
If you go back and watch this episode and you want to have a great time, take
There
a
we
shot
go.
every single
Yes.
time they
Yeah.
say vagina.
Or
You go
any
back.
reference, because they made that was another great one I loved, was in the, and then nobody can be offended because these are in the episode, so that was what's said, so just saying.
Okay, calm down.
Because some people are like, wait a minute, I'm like, that's the name. When they're in the mine shaft, and then she's like, your like old box can keep you
Yeah,
company.
something like
I was
that.
like, whoa, that was a really good subtle reference. Yeah, there was a tweet Emily posted about, we're on a first name basis now.
Emily just posted about
yes,
how
she's like, they said take out the word vagina more, and she's like, nope.
Yeah, they
Did you
didn't-
know this? Yeah.
They didn't cut out a single vagina joke, she said.
Yeah, they told her to, and she's like,
No, we're not cutting out a single
yes, love it.
Yep.
Then we have the helicopter show up, and who was surprised? It was Perry. We were like,
one. So
yes.
that's why he was the one that
Yeah.
Waverly was going to marry last
Yeah.
episode, was to remind us who he was.
Okay. Because, well, I don't think I forgot him or anything, but it was one of those, like, I guess out of all the people in town, I guess you're the most trustworthy. I was waiting for the sheriff.
For Nedley?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
thought it was
would've
going to
been
be
good.
Sheriff Nedley. I'm like, no. Okay.
I
They
was-
said, can
yes.
we drink every time you guys say vagina?
Yes.
Yes. It's
Or
a-
boobs?
It
You
was
drink anytime
normally a
with us.
4-woman panel, but still 3 strong women. Yes, we will say that anytime we want.
But in the article that I was reading with Emily
Yes.
Andrews, she was talking about how Perry delivered the baby to Gus, and Gus will take the baby,
Yes.
and he won't know where it is, so that there are all these people between them.
I dig it.
And the revenants of the baby.
blockchain of-
Yeah.
But the problem is that means it will be harder for the Earps to find later.
Sure. Well, I had kind of, before it was revealed it was Gus, I kind of figured, I was like, Amber, they're going to take the baby to Gus, because we haven't heard about Gus in forever, and that's
Right.
an Earp that's somewhere.
Still kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also, someone else, which we'll get to in a moment. Yeah, Doc gets his cute moment with the baby in blue, and it's a girl, which reconfirmed, because at first I was like, I thought they said boy. And
You
it's a
know,
baby
blue
girl.
is interesting because it just made me realize for the first time, and I feel like I'm super slow on this, is that Waverly has brown eyes. And that Wynonna has, like, I think, like, bluish-green eyes. So
Was
it's just-
Willa's
it's-
white?
Yeah, she had, like, bluish eyes. So it's just another clue that they've given us from the start that they're not actually related.
Yes. That was about the only thing in bio I totally was on top of. I'm like, genetics, I understand this. Okay, cool. Yeah, we have Bobo in the well then, too. And then, yeah, we were looking. The baby is Alice Michelle, named after Wynonna and Doc's moms.
Yeah.
Which was super sweet. That was adorbs.
Yep.
I was bothered by the name Michelle because Doc is supposed to be, like, 180 years old.
His mom's name is Alice.
No,
Yeah.
I thought
Well,
Wynonna's name
she
is
just said...
Alice.
No.
And she said, your mom's name is Michelle.
No, she just said named after our mothers.
Your mom and mine. No,
I think her
Alice
name is Alice.
No.
Alice works for me, but Michelle is way too modern of a name. Is what
I
I'm
think
saying.
that's why I think
I'll go
Alice
with
is Doc's
Alice, yeah.
mom,
But
and
I get what
Michelle
you
is
mean.
hers.
Okay.
Or
I was bothered by the modernness of the name. So
there are
wanted
names
to
that are
put that.
interesting. Like my grandmother's name is Doris, and you're like, that does not quite fit now.
yeah.
Elizabeth, that's kind of timeless. That's one that's older and new. Anyway, and then yes, we get the nice.
Oh, they said-
Everybody's happy.
Ha-ha!
What?
Doc's mom is Alice.
Thank
Look
you,
at that.
chat room.
Boom. 5 of them.
Yeah, they're like boom. We get the happy, everybody's great montage at the end with some voiceover, which we're like, who is talking?
Wait, before that reveal, we have the file that Nicole has
Yes,
about the
divorce.
cult of bullshit. Well, also the divorce files.
Divorce papers.
Divorce papers,
Great.
great.
Yes.
But
the cult. Yeah.
The cult of Bullshar. I really appreciated that Wynonna said Bullshar bullshit, because I also every time went, his name is bullshit. Like, what? So I appreciate that was called out.
Okay.
But the cult of Bullshar is going to be our villain for season 3.
Aha. Yeah, I couldn't see it super well enough. And could you read the notes?
There was the note that was on the divorce papers that said something like, I'm happy for you, or she's great, or something. Some garbage like that.
All right. Then we have, which I like that, the good point out for the next season. And then we have the montage and reveal, and it's Mama Earp. Because I kind of was wondering that. I'm like, did we know what happened to Wynona's mom? I feel that's never really been talked about.
Well, she left.
Oh,
That's all we know is that she left.
Yeah, this is calling back to the pilot.
They haven't talked about it in a long time, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Because they bring up her father a lot.
Yeah, but this season, as Waverly has talked about who her parents are, they've said a bunch of times, well, Mama left, Mama wasn't there, Mama left.
Okay.
They've said it a bunch this season, but the big twist is that not just that it's Mama Earp, but that Wynonna knows where she is.
That's true. She went right there and found her.
So, like, this woman who walked out of their life as children... Wynonna knows where she is. And
Could she have reached out and been like, hey, meet me here?
It seems to be that she's known where
I feel like
it's
more of an estranged relationship. I know where you are. I don't see you at Christmas. I feel like it's more like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Which Waverly doesn't know where she is.
No.
And so this is going to be, and so I was in the article I was reading. You guys really should just read articles written by, or where the interviews with Emily Andress. I support it.
Sure. I'm up for that.
She was saying that if Mama comes back to purgatory, we're going to get more answers about what that means for Waverly.
Well, because, they could have the same mom but different dads. That would help with the brown eyes.
That's what I'm saying, and everyone's like, well, who is her, if she's not an Earp, who is she? I'm like, well, she could still be...
The Earp line's on the father's line, I thought.
Yeah. Wynonna's the first female heir, so...
Yeah.
They could have the same mom.
Could be a paternal line,
Yeah. Just
anyway.
saying.
How long was Alexis' video? Let's cue up
It's about
Alexis'
2.5.
responses.
It's about 2 minutes, yes.
Let's do
see what Alexis had to say.
and then we'll have final thoughts.
Yeah.
What is up, Earpers? What a crazy frickin' finale. I was not expecting pretty much like 10 of the other things that were happening in that episode. Baby Earp, super cute. Really glad that Waverly's not a revenant, but we also don't know who her baby daddy is. There's a lot. I don't know what's happening with
she
that.
points out only baby daddy.
I'm super happy that Wynonna didn't die during birth, because I don't think I would have been able to handle that. Still have a lot of questions about Jeremy and Doc, and
They're gonna be a couple.
I have so many questions at the end of this finale, but I'm super happy that everything kind of worked out really well.
Yeah.
And that they had a backup plan. I'm a little upset about Rosita because I'm just like,
yeah.
Yes.
she just all of a sudden decided to turn.
Yes.
Thank
Makes
you.
no sense. Whatever. I was a little disappointed with also the fact that the witches, or the widows, kind of just died off really quickly, but I'm also kind of glad because I'm just like, done with it.
Yep, done.
But anyway, super awesome. I was super anticipating Wynonna's mom at the end of that episode. I just kind of knew it, like, off the tip of my tongue. Like,
That's
I just
weird.
knew. But my predictions for next season is definitely trying to figure out how mom's going to play into it. If she's actually human or not. I'm very intrigued to see that. I mean, that's just me just, like, ballparking. But I think that Wynonna's
Making
mom,
stuff
or
up.
is not human. So I'm trying to figure that out as well. I'm trying to figure out how Bobo's going to get out of his situation, and
I'm not worried about it.
If if Doc is actually going to stay young, I don't really know what to even think about his situation. But yeah, that's pretty much my only prediction, is just that mom is not completely human. I'm also very intrigued to see where Waverly's line starts and how this baby situation is going to pan out, since I'm assuming that we're probably not going to see this baby at all in season 3. So we'll see. I don't know. But I miss my lovely ladies, Yael, Amber, Kari. I missed you guys so much. So I'm like really sad I don't get to see your guys' reaction. But I know this is a really long video, so I'm going to stop now.
You better.
I miss you guys. I hope all the Earpers are having a fun time talking about this finale. And I cannot wait to see you guys next season. And I'll see you guys soon, hopefully. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.
Aw, so adorbs.
You could also find her on Twitter at atorres890.
Yay. Any other final thoughts or predictions?
Before we get into final thoughts and predictions, I want to remind everybody about EarperCon UK. So EarperCon UK, find them on Twitter at EarperCon UK or www.erperconuk.com. It is September 15th through 17th in London, so please check that out, EarperCon UK. Yep, that's what I wanted to say.
Yay. Any other final thoughts? Let's do final thoughts and then predictions.
Oy,
I guess I don't have any final thoughts other than this is a little bit more of a lukewarm finale than I was expecting, but I'm okay with that. Not every finale for me has to be a cliffhanger. I still am very invested in every single one of these characters. Yep. I like Doc a little bit more than I did last season, so that's an improvement.
That is really interesting.
Yeah, I just like her jinxie.
A little bit, a little bit.
Well, does it matter now that he's mortal? Does that make him more appealing? Because now he's not going to die. Well, he's not going to, he's not going to age differently.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I meant dolls.
Oh. You like dolls more.
I'm still at 110% for Doc.
Oh, okay. That's why we were both like, that's so interesting.
Oh, okay.
No. I started from the bottom with dolls, and now we're here. Okay.
Yes. I agree. At the beginning, I wasn't as thrilled with dolls, but as the season progressed, I liked him more.
I think this season hasn't been about him as much as like last season was.
Yeah.
Because we were meeting him. So this season he kind of had to take a back seat to the baby. I love that we got rid of the baby because it really, like, having a child in the story.
Focus back on Wynonna.
Oh, yeah.
It really would change you were saying, the whole focus. And so I agree that this baby is going to be gone for a while.
Okay.
And I think it would be really great to see it at the end of the show. Like when the show ends.
Sure.
And everything, the curse is everything's better, she can go see her baby. I'd be okay with that.
Suddenly 6 years old.
Is this a
cool.
open
It's
or
been like...
Well, wait, it's still in the family, so I was going to say, is this an open or closed adoption? I only asked because I am adopted and mine was open, so then I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
I was curious about stuff like that.
Well, so I assume because it's, with Gus and...
Yeah, it's within the family.
Yeah. So it's just somebody taking care of it until she's ready.
It's like a guardian.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I like that the baby's gone and that it's essentially human, right? I mean, it's an Earp heir and a holiday heir.
Well, if it was holiday heir while he was still immortal in agelessness, Does it affect the baby?
I don't think so, because he's cursed, right? It's just like he has this deal.
Oh, okay.
But it's his
so
DNA,
it's
though.
But it's his deal.
Okay.
It's not like the baby gets the same deal.
Okay.
It was because he had the ring, right? It's not without a ring, he's no longer has the deal. So it's not his DNA, it's the ring keeping him this way.
Yeah.
Therefore, I don't think it affirms his little swimmers.
But with how much time, I'm curious if it's different in some way. I love the theory that Wynonna's mom is not regular human. Love that. Alexis had a great idea with that. I'm like, ooh, I like that idea. I do want to know what the deal is with Wynonna and her mom. Like, have they been in touch and we just don't know about it? Has this been a thing and we just it's on the DL and we didn't know? What that means for her coming back to town or anything like that. Want to know more about the cult, and it's interesting that Nicole kind of also kept that secretive. Like, Dolls totally
the cult of bullshit.
Yes. Dolls totally picked up on Nicole being all serious.
Yeah, it seemed like they were in on something.
They had a thing. But then she walks over to Waverly and smiles and doesn't say anything. So I'm like, no more secrets,
More secrets.
Guys. Secrets, we've learned they're bad. And then Way Hot is in decent standing right now, so that's good. Things have been patched up a bit better.
Even though there's about to be more secrets.
Yes, even though there's going to be some more. And I really want to know more about Jeremy, because I like that kind of hint that there's something else going on that either I want to know, was he experimented on? Was the accident affect him in a different kind of way? Was his treatment?
He Wolverine?
Ooh, right?
To the Magneto.
He's got a lot of metal in his body.
I actually was, for a moment, thought that they were giving the baby to Black Badge. I don't know, at some point when they were standing out there on the road, I went...
Maybe they did on accident.
I like that Perry's best bodyguards people could buy were like ninja people. They only had like little eyes. They had their masks up to here and like hats down.
And awkwardly a wet nurse, which the chat is like, is that still a thing? Yes.
Apparently.
Perry's like, apparently that's still a thing. We're like...
Still a thing.
It's still a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though, technically, if someone... You can do bottle feeding.
Yeah.
I didn't have a wet nurse.
Right.
so.
Normal people know
Yeah,
their
I was like,
options.
okay.
Perry doesn't know.
No, he's
No,
male.
but rich people
Ah.
get wet nurses for better nutrition because they can afford a whole human instead of a bottle.
There you go.
Which
And
tracks
on that
for
note-
parents.
Yes, on that note. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in for the finale, for the live stream, for watching us this season and last. Thank you for commenting on the live chat. Thank you for commenting down below. It really isn't a show without all of you watching. Just how the cast says it is true. It's so much of this is a family between the show itself, everyone involved with it, to you people watching, to us talking about it, breaking it down. I feel everybody is super connected, and I absolutely love that about the show. I was talking to family over a trip, and I'm just like, I really like this show, because I kept going, Wynonna. I'm like, damn, I'm talking about this show a lot. I'm really into it. Where can everybody find you to continue the discussion, and if you have any other projects going on that you can let people know about?
You can find me everywhere at Yael Tygiel. That's YAELTYGIEL. And right after this, you can find the Dark Matter season finale, and next week the Killjoy season finale. But we also have a Killjoys after show today. And the Wynonna Earp Plan B shirts are available at redbubble.com/people/OTTs. There's also a really awesome shirt with, is it Eliza from the first episode of the season.
You can see what should see what I do naked.
That's it.
Yes.
Forgot about her.
Yeah.
You guys can follow me and my weird blue hair on Instagram and Twitter at Amber Plaster. I also have another after show here called Game of Thrones.
What's that?
It's a little fantasy show. Going to be airing the finale as well here at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I will be on the chat, so please join us for that.
Awesome. And then we already mentioned for Alexis A Torres 890.
There you go.
When you hear it a bunch of times, yes. And my name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. And again, shout out to Grace and Peonies for this awesome necklace. I'll post photos of it so you guys can see it better because you're a little far away. And later tonight at 10 p.m. we switched to 9, but today's special night. We're doing box office breakdown. We talk about what movies came out over the weekend, and actually right after this afternoon, I'm going to be doing a live stream watching Death Note. I'm going to be doing kind of like an anime podcast show, so stay tuned for that. Again, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. We love all of you, and we'll see you next season. Bye.
Bye, Earpers.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.